No, we're here. Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, February the 7th, 2021. I want to welcome you to the Narthex, the beginning of the church service, just a time where we can make any kind of announcements or to underscore some of the things that are happening in the church community or the service or whatever. This service I had a lot of help. I was really happy. I have I wanted to you to hear somebody else sing for a little while, and I wanted to hear somebody else sing for a little while as well. So, oh look, it's snowing. We're lucky to have Angela Nolan agree to join us this week. But here's what happened. Two things happened. One, Angela has been forced to be in quarantine, so we had arranged to be at the church last Saturday morning to record the service, record all the record the worship bits, but also Angela's singing with Paul. But neither of those things happened because Angela had to quarantine because of potential COVID exposure. She's fine, and the quarantine ended yesterday, so that's good. Paul had a procedure. Lots of people know about it, but just some, as Paul has had some skin things and had to have a couple of more taken off, and so the idea, stitches and all that. Can you come into the church? No, let's just. Well, first I wanted to give him. I said, Paul, just take the week off. Just take the week off, and he didn't want to do that. He wanted to play. I'm like that too. I don't like taking time off. I like to keep going. So anyway, how do we do it? So what happened was this: Paul recorded his parts at his house with his organ, his house organ. Actually, Janet, his daughter, recorded Paul with her phone. Paul took those tracks, those individual music tracks, emailed them to Angela and I. Angela took the track, played it back on a speaker, and recorded herself singing over top of Paul's music. And so when you hear her sing, she is singing at home over top of music that Paul recorded at home. And then I took it at home and put it into the service with the lyrics over top of it. And we couldn't quite figure out the video part. So I asked Angela to just take her daughters to take some still pictures of Angela. So I don't know if it was Cassie or if it was Megan, took pictures of Angela. So that's why Angela's not moving in the pictures. You'll be like, well, what's something wrong with it? Something wrong with your video? No, nothing's wrong with the video. It's just no video. So that's what's happening this morning with that. I was so happy. It was just so grateful. And I think we'll do it again next week too, if everyone's agreeable. We'll see. So that was that. What else happened? Star Words. I had like 23 Star Words assigned last week. And then this week, I think there's 11 or something around there. And there are some people who I think would really enjoy a Star Word, but haven't requested one yet. And if you're one of those people, it is not too late. So last week's Star Word segment, I've taken it and I've edited it, I've excised it, I've cut it out of the video, and I've put it up as its own thing. So bam, it's its own thing. And it says Star Word first batch, January 31st draw or something like that. And then I did the same thing for this week, but I made it premiere after the church service. So I see I'm a little tricky because I thought, well, if people just want to tune in for the Star Wars, they won't see the rest of the service. Well, you have to watch the service because it's in there. It's still in there. It's still in the service. It's still in the service proper. But starting at 11:30, the Star Wars segment will be available on its own. Right? So that'll be up on the YouTube site as well. I think Star Wars drawing February 7th, I think I called it, which makes sense because that's what the date is today. So this is Star Wars. We're gonna hand them out. We got your words. You got your words. They're safe. We got your words. And when the lockdown ends, we're gonna have a catch a falling star curbside pickup, and you'll pick up your star because it's nice to have it. These are actually physically wooden stars with your word on it in a bag with your name on it. So I would like you to have that for the year. So there's that. And again, if you haven't requested one yet, and I'm looking at you, and I'm not going to name their names because some people just don't want to do it, and that's fine. But other people do, and they haven't requested yet. So there's that. There you go. Star Wars. Annual reports and AGM. AGM is not going to take place until May. I think it's May the 12th, and it's going to be 7 o'clock, and that's like a Wednesday. And we're going to do it however we can do it. I don't know. Can you predict what's going to happen in May? I can't. I think we'll probably still be under some kind of restrictions. So likely it'll be a combination of Zoom and in person, or no in person and all Zoom. I don't know. Maybe we could have it outside, because if it's nice, there's an idea. That's that annual meeting. So that means you got to get your annual reports in. And that includes me. Every time you point a finger at somebody, there are 3 more pointing back at you. So those 3 fingers say, Mike, you got to do your report too. Now, you might be saying to yourself, I don't have much to report because we didn't do much because of the lockdown and because of the COVID and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. This is a living historical document. So just get something in, even if it's this. Our committee hardly met at all because of the COVID restrictions. That's that. Put it in. The report's going to be different this year. It'll be mostly electronic, i.e. a PDF file or a Word file. We'll make it available in different formats. We could probably even just make it on the web. Anyway, I don't want to speak for the website people, but we could probably make it available in such a way that you can get it a variety of different modes and methods. By now, almost everybody can open a PDF. Almost anyone can open a text file, and almost anybody can read a website, except for those who are not part of the almost. Those folks can get a hard copy. We'll have a hard copy available for them. And even if you just like a hard copy more than electronic, you can have a hard copy too. You know, we're going to print it up in our church printer, I think, because that'd be the cheapest way to do it, fastest way to do it. And the church printer has not got much of a workout since we got it last March, because we haven't printed a weekly bulletin. So that's the annual report. So get your annual report in. I think you have technically until the very beginning of April. You'll see in the announcement section of the service stuff about that. So Star Wars, annual report, music for this week. I'm trying to think about anything else that I wanted to announce. I can't think of anything that we haven't addressed in the service. I just wanted to, wish everybody well. I like to check in with you on Sunday morning. It kind of feels like my Sunday is not complete without some kind of church experience. And I miss coming to church. And I miss that time before church, that kind of walk around the church with all that energy and the kind of buzz, that I kind of feel, especially when I feel like we've got something really cool going on. There's some Sundays where I feel like, oh, we got something they're just going to love. And I'm excited. And I don't know, like a kid on Christmas, I just kind of want to get down around the tree and look around. And I'm the same way on these Sunday mornings in a way, because this week we had a lot of fun with Angela singing and with Paul playing at home. Fun. It was interesting. The sermon that you're going to see today, I had to prepare for the whole region. So it wasn't just us who's seeing this. It's all about us. And I thought, well, I'm going to go out on a limb because our services, our regional services, they're fun. They're good to do. And everybody seems to, get something out of them. But I feel like at Rothwell, I'm a little bit more lighthearted here with the Rothwell folks. And maybe I am when I'm like way out in public. And I thought, well, I'm going to bring in some of that kind of lightheartedness into the reflection this week. And you'll see, it took a lot of editing, and it was like a little tricky puzzle. It's 10:30. I gotta go. Time for church. I'm gonna go watch church